Well, welcome back. Hey, we're on the aeration of the pond for my two good hands. So keep watching and we'll show you where we're going. Let me get some stuff ready, show you what we're going to work on next. So if you have to remove your aerators, you need to pull them up. You can't drag them across the bottom. We got some decoy ducks. We got a little female mallard and we got a little male mallard. And they got a place to put a rope through. So we're going to have to work on that. We're going to take these and set them down. And we've got rope. Now what we're going to do with the rope, and we'll put links to all this stuff down below to find the end of this rope, which might not be as easy as we think. But what we're going to do is we're going to stretch it out. Now we know the pond's about 10, 12 feet deep. So we're going to put 15 foot of cord. So we're going to pull out about 32 foot of line. And we're going to cut it with a hot knife. So let's get started. Go tie this to my vise and bring out my tape measure. So we got this line tied to the vise. It's a nylon line. Here you go. We're going to bring it out on the driveway where we think we're about the right distance. We have a 100-foot tape measure. We're going to run this out about 32 feet. So we're going to use a hot knife to cut the rope. Basically, we tied it so we know where to cut it. And we just come in here like this, push the trigger, and this blade will get hot. You can see that melt right in. When you're done with this, you kind of want to heat it up and do this to seal your... There you go. Now it's a matter of making a second one of these. So to make a second one, we're just going to untie this. We're going to retie it like this, just so we have equal amounts here. Just like this. And then we're going to tie another knot here. And the only reason we're doing this, we're not tying them tight, is so that we can do this and get that over there. Take this and this. We're just going to run out to the other end of the driveway again. Okay, come back with it. Again, hot knife it. You can see this pretty good here. Here. Melt that so it doesn't come loose. And then we gotta find our other end. We gotta melt this. It's that melted. Let this cool off. Before we put that away, let's go get our decoy ducks. What we can do is come here and use off our vise. Untie these. And then basically a decoy duck will have a hole through it. So you can go to the narrower hole and push the rope in. If you get stuck like this, might need to stick something in here to kind of pull it through. Pull it through. Now it's a matter of 50-50 in this line. So we're going to go toss this out on the grass and make our line half and half here. And then we'll show you what we're going to do next with the aerators to get them hooked up to these ducks. Okay, so you've seen the aerators when we put them together. Still got to put our line on here. We're going to do that next in a minute here. But they gave us two nice holes, one here, put our rope through. So what we're going to do is bring this out here where you can see us, and we're going to stand it up. We're going to push our ropes through our holes. One goes through here. Whee! One goes through the other one. It's going to set it upside down for a minute. I'm going to tighten, do a square knot. So here we can show you how to do a square knot. So here's how you do a square knot. You wrap it around like that. You wrap it around like this. Make this one go through. You pull this. That is a square knot. Now, the problems you have with this type of rope, see how slippery it is? So after we do the square knot, we can do another knot here, just on the line. All right. Then after we do that, we're going to put some pull ties on there, because again, this type of rope is very hard to knot. So we're going to do this number here. Pull that through. Good and tight. We're going to do the same thing on this end. By coming around here and here. Tight, put another knot on there. Pull the knot down. And again, we're going to put the pull tie on there. So there you go. That ain't coming apart, all right? It's not. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to turn this over like this. Show you how it's going to work. We're going to pull this up. You see how this is going to go in the water like this, go down to the bottom, and lay flat. So that's how that's going to work in the water. Let's get our rope on there next. It looks like, careful here, we got our other duck tangled through here, but we'll do that one in a minute. Let's get our hose. Earlier we cut our hose to two different lengths. We got the long and the short. So we're going to haul this out in the yard over here and run it back to here. Got that. We've got our bag of parts here. Well, we got two of them out. That's good. So we are going to need two to do both. A screwdriver. Whoops. Screwdriver. Let's see what we've got. Looks like we can use our Phillips. Okay. Remember to put your hose clamp on your hose, otherwise it's a long way to the other end. You turn this up. They gave you an opening here so you can reach through both ways. Slide that all the way up. Turn this so that your screwdriver can get at it. And tighten this up. Once you get it reasonably snug, you don't want to put downward pressure on your aerator, so be careful here. Hey, you gotta make sure you get the right size Phillips tip. Once you get that tight, you can pull on it, make sure it doesn't come off. So there we go. See what we've got. Got our knot there. Got our hose on. We're going to go drag this out into the yard so we got it all splayed out straight. Hey, so thanks for watching my Two Good Hands. We'll get links in the description. Shop Amazon, help support the channel. And we will bring you back when we're getting the boat out. We're going to go dump those things in the water after we get some more. Stay tuned. We got a little bit more of hoses to put out. But we're going to do the other decoy with the aerator. And then we'll bring you back for the blue hose. The thing we got to do is hook up these hoses. Keep your hose in a bunch. Because what you're going to do is you got to turn this way to go in. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put our plumber's tape on here, just like we've always done. Once you got that on there good, put this back in our pocket so we don't lose it in the wet grass. Probably would. There we go. So now this has to turn into here this way. So what I recommend you do is turn it the opposite way, 3 turns approximately. That puts some wind on this piece of hose. Then when you put this in here, you start it. You can see how that does that far. And it's pretty much snug already. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to tighten this. First, we're going to tighten it by hand. We know that we want about a turn. So there's a turn and a turn. You can see we're winding that up. Going to get our wrenches on here. This is going to go this way. This is going to be this way. So you can put that on there. Get this one on here. Okay. You can see how that wound up, and it wound up that way. You pick this up, you can see you can unwind it. So you want to unwind it till you know you got the winds out of it. You know, at this point, you can undo this. Take this, flip it over once so we get the center out. Now we're going to pull this, so we're just going to kind of unwind it as we go. Well, we're back. So we got this hose. We got to get our manifold on like this. But what we want to do is make sure we get our plumber's tape in there. So let's get this, find our plumber's tape. Everything's in a pocket. And again, we're going to come on here and, you know, get dirt in there. Oh no, it's not. It's discolored metal. Yeah. Great. Looks like we're getting a freaking mosquito out here. Ah, crap. So here, we're going to put this on here. Yep. Mosquitoes are coming out. It's early in the morning. Now we got to tighten that. Sitting on the wrenches. So here at this point, we're just going to take this and turn this like this. Eventually we'll bury the hose, but for now, okay, we're done with them wrenches. So you can kind of see our yard now a little bit. Let's get the, take this down here where we can hook it up, see where we'll be at. It looks like we can put it right about here. So I can get a footing. I'm gonna drive this stake in. And we're gonna tie wrap this to here. I got tie wraps in my pocket somewhere. Ooh, I do. Tie wraps in the pocket. That's one. Hey, so thanks for watching my two good hands. We'll get links in the description. Shop Amazon, help support the channel, and we will bring you back when we're getting the boat out. We're gonna go dump those things in the water after we get some more. Stay tuned. We got a little bit more of hoses to put out, but we're gonna do the other decoy with the aerator, and then we'll bring you back for the blue hose.